Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Dark Asylum podcast, the only weekly wrestling, entertainment, and variety show you need to be listening to. I am the man, the myth, the reason it burns when your sister goes pee, the chosen one, Zach Winters. With me, as always, is the human elliptical machine, Darkness.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
And joining us, as always, is the man the ladies call the beanbag chair, Big Vicious.
No, ladies need to call me a beanbag chair because if you make them burn while they pee, I don't need them sitting anywhere near my.
Oh man, we got a lot of news stories to go through this week, and so in the vein of last week, since I'm inventing new games, this week I made a new game called 80s Wrestler or 1920s Ethnic Slur.
I had no idea this was coming. All right, this sounds promising, actually.
I wish I thought of something funnier, but it's not.
Oh, we could probably come up with something. I don't know.
Leaping Lanny Poffo.
80s wrestler.
No, that was a slur for the Irish.
Oh, damn. Okay, well, that would have been great. Maybe we'll throw something like that together.
That would have been great. I wish I would have put more thought into that joke.
Damn, I was all excited. I'm like, I can get this. I know this. All right, Mexican superstar Dago Wap, or no, wait, what? No, Dago Wap. No, that's an ethnic slur. You win. All right.
No, that guy mid-carded on WrestleMania 3.
Oh, fucking Johnny Rods. I knew it. That's always the answer for any obscure early WrestleMania, Johnny Rods. But all right,
Brian Blair.
B. Brian Blair.
What is the Iron Sheik always call him? That no good motherfucker, Brian Blair.
He said that about everybody, though.
I never watched the shoot interview, but he has a special hate for Brian Blair.
Yeah, I watched the movie, which was surprisingly good.
For those of you who listen to this and don't know anything about wrestling, don't worry. I know everything about wrestling, and I don't know who Brian Blair is.
He was one of the Killer Bees. B. Brian Blair.
Yeah, and I like that, and I know he wore Nikes on the first WrestleMania. That was about it.
Okay. I didn't know he wore Nikes, but
yeah, he got, like, back when Nike was still a baby company, he got some sort of deal with them, and he wore Nikes on his match.
Damn, he's one of the first athletes to get a sponsorship, huh? That's pretty cool.
Apparently.
And then Nike realized they had to go bigger.
It's like, dude, we sunk all our money into fucking Brian Blair. What the fuck were we thinking?
A man that has yellow and black vertical stripes on his fucking, or horizontal stripes on his fucking tights.
His gimmick is that he's a B-man or something? I don't know.
Yeah, and there's another one of them? Which one's which? Who are we paying for here? Yeah. So, in another reference to this, I have a strange thing about collecting wrestling biographies or autobiographies. And I just discovered that Brutus the Barber Beefcake has his autobiography.
Oh, that's gotta be terrible.
Oh my god. He was, when I was a kid and I first started wrestling, him and Jake the Snake were my two favorite wrestlers. So,
well, I mean,
yeah.
like, I can't even, like, give you shit about it because one of my favorite wrestlers growing up was the Ultimate Warrior.
Well,
that's my thing. The Ultimate Warrior was my favorite wrestler. It's like,
yeah.
And then I saw the video where he says queering doesn't make the world work, and I instantly don't like him.
But then, who was his last match? I mean, come on.
Orlando Jordan?
Yeah, he made up for it, right?
Yeah, no, he's a diddler though.
Oh, okay. I was
You didn't
not
hear that
aware. No, I didn't.
Well, it's because Orlando Jordan's openly bi, and he worked that into his gimmick at TNA. And he wanted to bring his boyfriend on the show and be like his little manager buddy and be overtly sexual with him. But the problem with that was his boyfriend was 17.
Oh, well,
Ooh.
yeah, that's probably not good.
and TNA, who was a national wrestling show, was just like, nah, we're gonna stay away from that.
Yeah. So, again, going back to the wrestling biographies, Canyon is actually surprisingly one of the best ones that I've read. And it's kind of depressing because, like, he talks about being homosexual in the wrestling business and everything. And in the beginning, he had just, like, recovered from a suicide attempt. And he was saying in the book how he was stronger and he was better and he wasn't going to let this happen to him again. And, unfortunately, we know the history, but
Yeah.
it was a surprisingly good book that, because I like Chris Canyon a lot. I like Mortis. I know it was a shitty gimmick, but he was a great wrestler, and not a lot of people knew the kind of stuff that he went through. So it's kind of cool to see these wrestlers put out biographies that you wouldn't really expect
One
to.
one that I read that was that like kind of just surprised me was Bob Holly's book,
Yes, the Hardcore Truth. That one was great.
The Hardcore Truth.
See
Because
that?
I just expected him being just being hardcore Holly and just being a prick the whole time.
Yeah, but he really wasn't. And there was a couple incidents that he was involved in that I really wanted to get his take on. Like when he kicked the shit out of that kid on Tough Enough,
Oh
and
shit! Right?
and when he got fucking sliced, his back got sliced open in that match with Brock. I think it was Brock. Oh no, Brock Lesnar was the one that dead weighted
No.
him, or he dead weighted on
Yeah,
Brock, and
no,
Brock
he
dropped
did
him on his
blade Brock
head.
Lesnar,
Yeah,
which I don't really think he dead weighted Brock Lesnar, because if Brock Lesnar wanted to fuck any of us up, it's just a matter of like when he wanted to.
yeah.
Right.
Brock Lesnar could fucking gorilla press Big V without any, maybe
Yeah.
not now, but Brock Lesnar then for sure. I mean, it just take him a couple extra tries to get V, but he could do it. So it's yeah. I don't think anyone could fucking sandbag Brock Lesnar legit.
No, I think that one was just like a freak accident. Who like people knowing hardcore Holly were just like, oh, he was trying to sandbag Brock Lesnar,
Yeah.
and even Holly was just like, nah, there's no way I'm gonna sandbag Brock Lesnar. It was just a freak accident.
Yeah. I mean, for him to even admit it and say, I wasn't trying to, but, shit just happens. So,
Just like the Darren Grozov D'Lo incident.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All freak.
It's fucking tragedy, too, man. It's like, so shit happens in the ring. I mean, we have examples of that shit happening to all of us. But you get into the big time and the injuries get bigger. A broken leg versus a broken neck. I'll take what I had versus,
Yeah, it's we do it once or twice a week, and then these guys are doing it every fucking day.
Yeah. Did I ever
it's
tell you
just
my
like,
my? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, it just the chance for injuries just shoots up.
Yeah. But did I ever tell you my D'Lo Brown story?
No,
No. Okay, so
I have one too.
I'm doing a show, and it's like I don't know, it's a Thanksgiving 24-hour wrestling show, and he's the booker, and I go into the bathroom and I'm putting my face paint on and getting ready, and he walks in and he gives me like a head nod. I'm like, oh hey, how's it going? So he walks up to a urinal. I'm looking into the mirror, putting my paint on, and he legit puts his arms out to both sides, and he starts doing the fucking D'Lo head thing while he's pissing into the urinal. I put the thing on, and like I almost fucking lost it right there. I was like, oh shit. But yeah, he does. I was like, oh my god, D'Lo did it while he was fucking pissing into a urinal. And I just had to finish up and walk out before I started losing it. But yeah, that's my D'Lo Brown story.
He's a lot bigger in person than you'd imagine too.
Yeah, surprisingly, he's decent sized. But when he was up with The Rock and Mark Henry and Farouk, and
Yeah.
he looked a lot smaller comparative to them. Yeah, still a big
Mine
dude.
was the first promoter I worked for. Stiffed him on money.
Oh shit.
So we had to unload. We unloaded the ring, and we're asking if we were it was after a show the next day. We're unloading the ring, and the promoter's sweating bullets. He's like, "Now we gotta get out of here." And this is my like very first year in wrestling, so I was just like, "Well, do you mind if me and these other guys put up the ring and we'll lock up?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." And he just fucking takes off. Like 20 minutes later, D'Lo Brown, the Godfather, and Tonga Kid come up to the venue and, "Have you seen that motherfucker?" It's like, "Yeah, he left like 20 minutes ago." And yeah, apparently like he got stiffed on pay. And I was kind of terrified.
Could you imagine if it was like old school wrestling days? They would have beat the shit out of you to fucking send a message.
Yeah. Yeah.
Getting your ass whooped by fucking Papa Shango and D'Lo Brown. Damn.
This is when I was like 19, and I was like 170 pounds. These two giant men would have just fucking wrecked me.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, it's always nice to be the guy left holding the bag when a fucking promoter skips out. Here, this is his ring. You can take it if you want.
Oh God, just don't hit me.
Please don't hurt me.
Well, especially, Tonga Kid's Samoan, and I don't fuck with no Samoans.
They bite ears and noses off and shit.
I spend way too much time Googling stories about Haku.
Yep.
And just the absolute psychopath he is. And I actively cringed when I was just reading the words on my computer screen about the time he got into a bar fight and he just reached into this guy's mouth and snapped his teeth off. Not pulled his teeth out, snapped them.
Yeah.
Ugh. That's yeah. There's like
right.
a short list of people I would never want to see in the ring opposite me. He's one of them. And you, Jake.
I gotta go ice down my teeth now.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you won't have a cup of milk for me to put it in. God,
that's got to take the fight right out of you.
that's almost like pulling an eyeball out or something, It's like
you get kicked in the nuts or get your eyeball popped out. Like I'm done fighting. You win at that point. But you reach in my mouth and snap my fucking teeth off.
oh, fuck that.
I'm done with this.
All right, yeah. So there's your Wrestle Talk segment for this fucking this week.
I'm done with this shit. My teeth hurt.
Oh, yeah. You say that the way you say it, snapping teeth off. It just you can feel it in your mouth. I'm just like, oh, it hurts. It's like I just bit into ice cream. Oh, God damn. Anyway,
Big V's teeth are pretty much made out of wood to start off with.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's all. He just goes with it now. He's like, no, this one ain't worth fighting.
Okay. He can't talk right now. His teeth hurt.
Oh, yeah. Well, we want to get into the big one first, or do we want to save WandaVision for later? Do we want
Let's save WandaVision for later, because I want to talk about... Yeah. I want to talk about us as Star Wars fans being released from the shackles of EA.
Ah, yes.
Even though the last two Star Wars games that came out were really good, and Ubisoft is kind of like the lesser of two evils, it's still better than fucking EA.
Yeah. Like the Battlefront games, they weren't anything compared to what the Battlefront games prior were, and they were kind of huge letdowns. And like you said, I got a chance to play Rogue Squadron this weekend. Had a free weekend. I'm a cheap fuck. And is it Rogue? What is it called? Squadrons. Sorry. Okay, just Squadrons, not Rogue Squadron. Yeah. But yeah, Squadrons really was okay. Yeah. It was interesting. You get to build your character, and I only got as far as the TIE Fighter, but I never got to get into the other one. So
you bet your ass I'm fucking owning shit with my hot pink A-wing.
Oh, you can change the color of it?
You could change the color of it. You could change the logo.
Oh, shit. And get that deep into it.
I got my hot pink A-wing with a heart on it.
Nice.
And fucking insecure man children that play that game get so pissed.
I never played multiplayer, so I was just doing story mode. Maybe that's why I never saw it. But yeah. So that's video games in that. Just got oh, go ahead, fuck it.
Sorry.
Run with it, bro.
I'm glad, but like Ubisoft has a specific formula with their fucking open world games that I don't want them to do, but I know they're going to do it. It's going to be huge open world. There's going to be dumb side missions. There's going to be dumb collectibles.
Searching collectibles in games.
Yeah, the only time it was actually like worth it was the sea shanties in Assassin's Creed 4.
Did you get anything for it, or was it just like the only way to get to 100% completion?
You got when did you ever play Assassin's Creed 4? Either of you?
No, I played Assassin's Creed, so I know the feathers and shit. But
so Assassin's Creed 4, it's a pirate. You're a pirate man.
Oh yeah, Black Sails.
And yeah, Black Sails.
Okay.
And you're on a pirate is on a pirate ship, so you're on your pirate ship, and you get to listen to sea shanties, and they're actually really fucking good. And you go around and you collect more of them, and it's just like adding more to the playlist.
Oh, okay. Interesting. See if it's going towards something, or if it's helping you to level up or whatever. Yeah, I'll go and search shit out. But some of the ones in the Arkham games, the Riddler shit, they're kind of fun. But yeah, I hate collectibles and just in a general song.
I think the Far Cry games are the worst. Are the worst at this, where you'll have to collect like 1,000 boar testicles, and then they'll get you something, but they'll get you like a piece of equipment, but the piece of equipment is already under-leveled by the time you find all the fucking boar testicles.
Yeah, I'm playing. I think it's Far Cry 5, and that fucking guy where you got to drive around and run over the animals. I'm like, I can't do it. Not that I don't want to, or I'm not trying to. They don't fucking die. I can hit them with the Mack truck, and it's just like, and then they walk away. I'm like, what the fuck? Do I have to pre-shoot them and then drive into them, or what the fuck do I do? So yeah.
Far Cry 5 was kind of my favorite one, though.
No, I love it, but that's like the one mission I'll see on the map, and I'll be like, nope, fuck you. And then the stunt guy, I hate that shit too. I hate races and collectibles in games. Fuck it, I hate them.
I'm good at games, so I don't mind them.
Well, I can do assassin missions, and I can do rages and all that, assassin missions and stuff like that.
Assassin missions.
Okay. You know what? You want to start? All right. Next time you fucking give up.
Now you know how it feels, darkness. Fuck Zach.
Yeah. Man, we need to fucking just team up next time he fucking mispronounces something and just go to town. Assassin missions. Yeah, there you go.
Little baby boy's going after the champ. Fuck both of you.
Fuck. So what kind of a game are you expecting from them? I mean, knowing the open world kind of stuff that they do already.
It's probably going to be it's got to be an original character. I'm really hoping you're not going to play as a Jedi. But if you could be like a smuggler or something, a space pirate.
Yes, I would like that.
Spice
runner.
A spice runner. As much as I love playing as Jedi and like Fallen Order, stuff like that, I'm tired of playing fucking Jedi. I want to play some dirtbag smuggler.
Mm-hmm.
They'd be wise. Go ahead.
Some dirtbag smuggler who's like on the run from both the Empire and the Rebellion.
Yeah. No, that'd be awesome. I think they'd be wise if they gave you almost like choices where you had, which would take you off on different sections of a story, where you could choose to be a Jedi or you could choose to be a smuggler, or because the thing is, unfortunately, in this world, for them to make their money, they have to put a Jedi in there because half these fucking nimwit fucking nut tuggers don't know what fucking Star Wars is. They just know what a Jedi is.
Well, Shadows of the Empire was a good game, and like, you're not a Jedi in that one.
Bounty Hunter was too, and you weren't a Jedi. You were
Bounty Hunter was really good.
Jango
Well,
Fett.
no, they're good games. We like them, but for them to sell,
Yeah, it's we're not in that era where anything Star Wars people are going to clamor to. There's too much out there, and there's too much oversaturation at the moment. So unless it's a Jedi, I understand what you're saying. It's not
yeah,
going to sell. But I mean, back
I
when we
want
were,
to be, I want to be my space wizard with my laser sword.
yeah, damn it.
I
They
mean,
should
I
give you
don't.
just more choices. I mean, if you want to be a fucking scoundrel with a blaster, so be it. If you want to be a Jedi, so be it. If you want to be a male transgender Latin X, whatever the fuck, just give them as many choices as they have. That way, nobody can complain, and they can make money either way. So they please every.
Just like Cyberpunk.
Well, yeah, that yeah. There's some shit that came out about that one too this week. They put out their big apology letter, and then somebody released a 40-minute video of the comparisons between the demo and what you actually got. It
Yep.
was, yeah, we seeing that, I
I
feel like
watched.
we got fucked.
Yeah, I watched the apology video, and it was. It seemed like somebody was standing off camera, just holding a gun to his face.
Yeah, it looked like some of those Al Qaeda videos where they're talking to the media, like, I'm an infidel
at
and they're
the
gonna chop my head off.
Yeah, at the end of it, just some random guy in a ski mask just walks over and chops his head off.
Yeah, I mean, what the fuck are we gonna do with this game, man? I mean, I'm still playing it and enjoying it, but people are pissed.
It, I really really liked it. I'm kind of mad I didn't get it on PC now because someone released a mod for it that gave it like Borderlands cell shaded graphics, and it looks
Oh
really
yeah,
good.
they
But
made it third person too, so you can play it
yeah,
third person perspective.
when you watch your dick hang out,
Yeah,
glitch out of your pants.
come out of your pants. Yeah.
I mean, I actually kind of thought that your dick size would have something to do with the story. So uh, out of the realm of reality, I role played as somebody with a large penis, and nothing happens out of it.
Have you even gotten to any of the missions where you can, get intimates with anybody?
I bought a couple hookers.
Oh yeah, you can buy the hookers, but I guess there's a few characters in the game where you talk to them the right way and they'll let you, have your way.
Oh, just be like fucking Mass Effect Commander Shepard, just a walking STD.
You get some of those alien diseases and shit starts
Oh
rotting and
man.
falling off. You're in trouble.
There's one character who you have sex with, you'll literally die.
Yeah, I've read that, but I never played any of those games. But yeah,
Zach's
You're
going to
missing
be
out.
Zach's going to be the reason why the fucking the server gets shut down. He's going to be this walking STD in the game.
This the space AIDS.
he's gonna. Yeah. Did you hear about that one? And WoW, they had the space or the disease that went through the servers and everything.
Yeah. It was
Yeah,
like the blood some sort of blood disease. Blood
yeah,
something.
it was WoW AIDS.
Yeah.
So somebody logged out or something as this thing was like slowly killing them,
It
like
was
slowly
it
bleeding
was a
them out.
weird fucking like case study in like a worldwide pandemic because there were like quarantine zones back then, and some people are going to be assholes and get infected and then go into the quarantine zones, but it was actually like weirdly fascinating and prophetic to watch.
Yeah, it was a very interesting concept and idea. You're watching people walk into all these people that were disease free, and you can see their life gauge slowly going down because they're bleeding out, and then they're like, watch this, they run in and just get close to everybody.
And just some fat troll just laughing his ass off on his computer.
Yeah. Good stuff. Fine. Any other games we got up going? We got Hitman 3, right?
Hitman 3, I am super, super excited for, and by the time this episode's at, Future Zach is playing it right now. So when I'm listening back to the episode, I'll be playing it, but right now I'm being antsy and wanting it to be tomorrow.
Is there any new innovations on this game, or what's the big thing with this one?
No, it's just new missions. It's
new.
These games, like Hitman is never like, you don't play Hitman games for the story. You play Hitman games for the goofy ways you can fucking kill people.
Yeah.
I mean, I've played every Hitman since fucking Codename 47. I barely know what the fucking story is.
There's this guy who's a hitman. That's all I got.
He's an old guy. He's angry at people, and for some reason, there's one game where he finds religion. And then there's a weird Catholic vibe to all the other games.
Shit. I don't know the last one I played, but I know, I remember this mission where you're walking through the diner and you have to go in the back and, like, poison the food, and then you hand somebody a drink, and then you're running through the art lobby. I don't know. It was pretty cool. You had to, like, make your way upstairs and fucking, there was a group of people that you had to assassinate the one, and then you had like 50 of them after you.
Well, that's why you got to be a silent assassin. You got to make sure nobody's coming after you.
Yeah, those aren't the type of games where you go in there Rambo's. You got to have a little bit of finesse to it.
You got to plan. You got to make sure nobody's going to see you come in. You got to have an entry. You got to have an exit plan.
Damn. All right. Well, it's coming out. It'll be out by Friday when this drops. So,
my favorite mission is when you have to kill Hugh Hefner, basically. Like it's a guy who's a famous pornographer, and he has a videotape of a senator enjoying one of the guy's hookers, and the senator pays you, or it's implied that the senator pays you to go in there and kill him.
It's all more Larry Flint than Hugh Hefner, but okay.
You really don't think that people weren't paying Hugh Hefner to fuck one of the Playmates?
Yeah, probably him over Flint, because I think Hugh Hefner had more of a prestige to him than.
I think Hugh Hefner had more like you said, prestige, and he was a little bit like his outward public persona was more classy than Larry Flint, where Larry Flint was just little fat paralyzed lump of shit, just like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking show these girl pussies on the inside.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna show these women getting anally fisted on my magazine, but God forbid, like, I have a skateboard magazine that shows a guy's penis once in a while.
And I wish I could find this article, but speaking of like porn and whatever, did you hear about the adult film actors who bought the home here in Oregon, Portland?
Oh yeah, the big like $4 million mansion.
And Portland. They have like different themed rooms in the home. It's like fully furnished, and they plan on making a film in each one of them.
Cool. Good. Good for them. They got to make that $4 million back.
It's a sound investment, I guess. We got, what's his name? The fucking.
I'm gonna buy a huge mansion and just fuck in it.
Every room's a different theme.
My imagination is not that good.
Okay.
Like, it's a $4 million mansion. I don't like. There's like fucking 30 rooms in it. Like, this is the room where we do missionary. This is the room we do doggy. This is the room we do missionary again. I guess this is the room where fisting goes on. I don't know what's happening in here.
Jesus.
This is the one that's got all the hooks in the ceiling for apparatuses and swings.
Ooh.
The trapeze room, you know. It's
Ooh,
got a
Daddy.
circus theme. Fuck. There's this place in Northern California. It's like this big hotel, and it's just for fucking basically. It's called the Madonna Inn,
Nice.
and every room has some weird theme to it, like space
Oh.
or medieval or it's kind of crazy.
Oh,
I've never been.
if you
but-
ever want to be like thoroughly horrified, just look into Japanese love hotels.
Oh yeah, you buy the room and it's like the size of a porta potty.
No.
No, which ones are these? Then?
Japanese love hotels, they're like actual like full size rooms, and there's like I'll send you the video, but there's one. No, it's an actual like YouTube video you don't watch, but like you could like hide and watch your partner go to the bathroom.
Oh, lovely. I don't
And
have to
then,
pay for that. Fuck.
and then there's one where like you walk up these stairs and there's a little alcove, and you go into this little room, and it's just filled with stuffed animals.
Okay.
And then there's one with a maze. There's one with like punching bags and like boxing equipment in it.
Nice. All right. Well.
And then like they have these huge like LED TVs where you could pick out costumes and stuff, because these are like actual hotels. You could order room service, and then it looks like it basically looks like the way like prison inmates get their food, where they just open up a little door, put the food in there, and shut it real quick.
Fucking old boy, you're just trapped in this room.
Exactly. Yeah.
Slide shit into you.
Exactly like that.
Oh,
Wow.
Like you get your nurse costume and like a 5-star meal.
all right.
The one I looked at, or the one I learned about, has a strict like, you don't see the employees, you don't see the clients. You just open the door, push the stuff in, and get the fuck out of there.
All right, and my trip to Japan is booked. All right, there we go.
Jesus.
I had
They're
Expedia
like $50
on another
a night.
window.
That's not bad.
No, not bad at all. Shit. All right, well, any more video game news? Because we're far away from that.
Yeah. Not on my list.
No? Okay.
I mean, I got a few things for movies. Well,
God, nobody fucking cares.
Jeez. Hey, if there's a video game where there's a female protagonist, are you guys bothered by playing as a female protagonist?
No, I do it a lot, actually.
Okay. All right, just checking. Because
Why are you? Is there,
no, that's the thing.
is
I'm
there
just
something you
trying.
need to tell us?
No, actually, I was playing Conan, and I have to play as a woman because I don't want to look at some man ass hanging out all the time.
There's,
Because Conan on the
that,
computer, it's full fucking nudity. So I'm just like,
yeah.
all right, I'll go in there. And my friends are like, why are you a girl? I'm like, why are you looking at my tits?
Why are you fucking insecure? Why are you looking at my?
Yeah. So it's like, I would much rather, if I get all my armor and shit knocked off me, I would much rather run back to my base looking at a female ass than I would a man ass. So.
Well, and there's some games where like the female characters are just better. Like
Yeah.
I'll fight anybody. Like again, Mass Effect. I'll fight anybody that female shepherd is the way to go with that game.
Yeah, there was someone was released an article about men hate playing as women characters, and I'm sitting there like, all the time growing up, like I was fucking Chun-Li on Street Fighter. I don't think I
No.
played another character, but
No. Incels hate playing as female characters.
oh, okay,
These fucking elitist assholes who are just like, oh, I hate that gaming is now inclusive for everybody, and there has to be a female protagonist because it makes me confused in ways I can't jerk off to.
well, when hasn't there been female protagonists in games? There always has. I don't know how this is something new. That's the thing.
Well,
Like-
it's more, it's nothing new, but it's more like everybody has the internet and everybody has a voice, and now you could go on any YouTube, like any YouTube channel and look at the comments of like, there's games trying to be inclusive for everybody again. I love that my fucking everybody loves my old hobby now.
Yeah, it's
Like,
I can't. Fucking...
you guys know, we were the weird kids in high school and middle school for liking video games, and now everybody likes video games.
Yeah, now I have to find more obscure and weird shit to be into just so people will leave me alone. It's really tough. So, anyway, I gotta go color coordinate my... I don't know, I can't even come with anything. Fuck it. My wiring harnesses, because that's my new hobby that nobody has.
Remind me after we get done recording, because Jim Sterling does a series of videos called Commentocracy, where he dresses up as a 19th century aristocrat and reads like these people who are whining about how women are, about female protagonists and how women, there's one that's straight up called Women Ruin Games, Ruin Gaming.
Only one week out of the month. It's fine. Don't worry. Just bypass that week. You're fine.
Yeah.
That's a joke. That's humor. I want to hear any fucking comments from anybody. Don't send me email. Get wonderful@Zach@Comcast.com. That's how you send your fucking inquiries there. I don't know. But
darknesshateswomen@hotmail.com.
If that's a legit email, fuck him. I don't care if he gets it. But no, like I'm saying, ever since I was a kid, Samus, fuck a woman, who cares?
Yeah, but like, somebody was pissed about that.
It's like, well, maybe a little kid who's like, oh.
We didn't have the internet back then, so we couldn't hop on fucking YouTube or Reddit and just be like, this game tricked me into being a girl and it makes me confused in ways I can't comprehend.
Yeah. I mean, Lara Croft, fucking those are some of the best games. I love those games, man. It's fucking female Indiana Jones, for God's sakes.
It's people who like, I ranted on this about people who don't like Abby from The Last of Us 2, but because she has unrealistic body proportions, but won't hesitate to keep jerking off to some other video game, Lara Croft, who has a size 0 waist and size Z tits.
It was pretty hot. Bayonetta, I liked her. She's pretty good. She's got those glasses. Like that naughty librarian.
Got into those games.
Really? They're harder than shit. It's like Devil May Cry.
Oh yeah.
See, I like Devil May Cry, but Bayonetta, I just never like.
Because you're an incel?
Pretty much, yeah. I think I am.
Yeah. And here's the one thing, because I have friends that I play games with online, and I'm always a girl, and they're like, why? Here's the thing. Whenever I call for help, people will come.
No, that's no shit. He told me this because we were playing a phone game together, and I'm like, "Why is your character a female?" He's like, "Because if I need help, people are going to help me."
Exactly. Like, I know the fucking audience. I'm not stupid. What game were we playing? I forget. We were playing something. It's like, you're a girl. I was like, yeah. But if I ask for help with a mission, everyone's gonna come running. Sure, I have to fight off the private messages for fucking cybering, but I'm okay. It's fine.
I was gonna say, how many dick pics have you gotten?
Yeah, I don't talk to very many people in chat in those games, but.
Do you think that the unsolicited dick pic is this generation's mall flasher?
I've never run into a mall flasher, and I've never played fucking chat roulette, so I have never dealt with either one of these.
Yo, chat roulette is some shit.
Yeah. I've seen like people's videos of them being on chat roulette, and it's just fucking horrifying sometimes. Like literally, they'll be like, "Oh, hi, how are you? Oh, I'm okay. All right, well, I'm gonna go to the next person because you're fucking normal." And then the next one, it's some guy in a fucking leather mask, like hacking up a fucking cow. You're like, "What the fuck is this?" Yeah, it's.
Hey, where did you find my shit at?
Exactly. He did kind of look like V with a mask on.
But it does have that Gimp mask.
Well, Now, the funny thing is there's a guy in the wrestling biz who's got a Gimp mask and shows his dick in our fucking chats. But, he's a nice guy, so it's okay.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. And it's not his dick; it's a fake dick.
Oh? This fucking Spoonman? Come on.
Oh, Spoonman? I thought we were talking about someone else.
No, Spoonman in the Gimp mask. That's the name of the
Spoonman?
episode. I just fucking named it. Shit, yeah.
His mask isn't a Gimp mask. It's a submissive mask.
Well, what was the Gimp? Now we're getting into a case study.
The Gimp was just like tight leather with a zipper mouth.
And what was the mask that this guy wore?
You're gonna make me like oust him.
All right, we'll stop it now because that's not the shit that we're about. But all right. Do you think he realized it or no? That's my last question on the whole subject.
I don't think he realized it until I showed him the pictures.
All right, well, okay. The wrestling business is filled with very interesting people from all walks of life, and I embrace it.
Yes.
So,
Oh, I enjoy all the weirdos that come through.
Yes. So, all right. Moving right along so we don't get ourselves into too much trouble.
Speaking of weirdos,
here we go.
Experts are starting to weigh in on when we could start going back to cons.
Yeah, I miss some cons, man.
Oh my god, I miss them so much. But they're looking at spring and summer. We're probably going to start getting at least limited capacity cons.
Okay, now not to get too political, do you think there's going to be some kind of way that you will be allowed access into a con if you've been vaccinated or not? Is that something you see as a way of the future, or?
I do think that helps, and I've honestly kind of put the thought in my head that, like, I think wrestling promoters, like, along with blood work, you have to show your COVID vaccination.
Yeah, it's just I'm wondering. No, I'm waiting for the microchip my wrist so that people can just scan it and let me know how I'm doing, and also my credit report. And
everybody's mad about that, but we all carry phones that has GPS on it.
Yeah.
And like, I think it'll be cool as shit if I just get a little microchip and like just wave it in front of a cash register and my transaction's been processed.
Jesus. Did you ever see, it wasn't a very good or well-received sci-fi movie, but did you ever see In Time?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so V saw it. So, like, people have chips, and basically they work for time on their life. And there's a way where you can, like,
that one!
Yeah. It got Justin Timberlake in it, so it kind of didn't receive much of an audience, but...
I've always wanted to see it. I never did.
It's actually a pretty decent... It's an interesting concept, but his mom's like the same age as him because she doesn't age, got so much time on her chip. So it's interesting, but you can basically walk up to somebody and give them a handshake, and you twist your wrist, and you can take time from you and give it to them if you owe them something. So it's it's kind of interesting to see how that could evolve over time if that's the route the world's going in. But yeah, so I'm more than ready to get back involved into concerts and cons and all this stuff. It's just I wonder what they're going to start implementing in order to, allow that to happen.
I was so excited to watch Wind Rose in concert last April. That didn't happen. I was so excited to go to the Portland City Comic Con. That didn't happen. I was really hoping to go to the Retro Gaming Convention this year, but no, that's not happening.
Yeah, not to
Wasteland Weekend.
Oh yeah, it's great too. But not to toot my own horn or anything, but I used to go to San Diego Comic Con back before it was cool.
Oh, look at me, Mr.
Yes, my finger in the air before celebrities knew what it was. And it was just like fucking.
Celebrities ruined it when it was
Yeah, well,
When it
but
was just one room and a bunch of fat, stinky nerds just in there playing Magic and
no,
fucking.
not quite that far back. But I mean, you get a couple celebrities in there. That's where I got my first celebrity like autograph sessions and stuff, which is interesting. But it's funny to see how cons in general have grown over the years, especially
Yes.
San Diego. San Diego's like the fucking con now. But I've been to San Diego, I've been to San Jose, that was put on by Wozniak, and I've been to Rose City and a couple of those. I mean, I like the
Rose
smaller
City's a lot of fun.
ones. Rose City is probably it's really cool. I like Rose City Comic Con. I'm waiting for that one to come back around.
The one I always used to go to growing up, because, Eastern Oregon, I never really. It's not the hot spot for cons, but there's one called RadCon.
Is it about
Where,
BMX bikes?
no.
I'm surprised your young ass got that fucking reference.
But I got to meet the guy who played the Predator, whose name I can't remember right now. And he brought his full Predator outfit. That was cool as shit.
Well, shit, let him keep it. That's awesome.
Yeah. There's a video, again, another video I got to remind you, where so they used to have like one room, and Darkness, you probably know, they probably had these at your old man conventions too. But there's one, they just be playing Magic the Gathering all fucking, the whole weekend. You'd see the same people, and oh my god, the room would fucking stink. They'd have another room where they're having LAN parties with computers.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of funny to see, because he gets to full up in Predator gimmick and just walks through these guys who are not looking up from their computer screens.
He's like trying to fucking fuck with them, and they're just not having it.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're just not paying attention to him.
Oh, man. Yeah, man. You can get so into some of that shit that, the rest of the world around you is dead. And that's when it's, it may be a little bit too far.
There was one guy who, they would play Star Wars fan. It was it was at a Red Lion, right? Red Lion Hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And they'd play Star Wars fan-made movies all day, the whole 72 hours, all day, all night. There's this one guy who would stay at huge, not big, but just fat. And he'd sit in that little corner and just watch them the whole time, every year. And he never left this one chair, and he'd have people, he'd have minions, basically.
So he was Jabba the Hutt.
Basically.
Me tapa new popcorn. Okay, I'm on a bus. Nice. One of the best cons I ever went to was the Fangora of Horror.
Ooh,
that shit was fucking awesome. I met so many people that I've always wanted. I met Henry Rollins. I met Michael Madsen. I met Doyle from the Misfits. I'm trying to think of who else was there.
Sober?
Yeah, well, sort of. I mean, he was. I'm trying to think now. He was really nice, so maybe he was out of it a little bit. No, he was sober. He was cool, but that was probably one of the best cons that I've been to. DDP was there, and he was just the happiest fucking dude in the world, which I think is just. So I'm like, why the fuck are you at a horror con? I guess he was he was promoting Rob Zombie.
He was in Devil's Rejects.
Devil's Rejects, yeah, there you go. So I'm just like, all right. But yeah, it's so funny the different types of conventions that come around. I mean, we got Comic-Con, and then, you said the retro gaming one, and then Wasteland Weekend, which is basically everyone's dressed up like they're at a fucking Road Warrior.
Yeah.
So
I hope it happens this year, because I am so there.
You got to just find some old tires to cut up and make shoulder pads out of, and
No, dude, I got. So.
I'm just gonna get a black Speedo and a fucking hockey mask, and I'm done. I'm going.
No, there's already a dude who does that.
Damn it!
I mean, you could, because you're in significantly less better shape than he is.
Oh, okay.
Because there is a guy who's dressed. I think he's the DJ from what I've been seeing. Who's dressed up like Lord Humongous.
Yeah, it's been a year. You don't know what the fuck I look like. Knock it off. I've been Rocky 5ing it out in the backyard, or Rocky 4, sorry, Rocky 4ing it out in my backyard and lifting tree trunks and shit. So don't give me none of your crap.
Imagine you look like a white chocolate milk dud that's been melting in the car for like 3 days.
Okay. It's nice that you imagine me, though. Oh.
I imagine you almost constantly.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
But no, I got so I started putting my costume together last year, and I made like fingerless gloves with little spikes on them, and I got license plate like shoulder cover.
Mm-hmm.
And I was able to buy like a fucking makeshift axe that looks really cool.
Oh, nice. So they let you take weapons and stuff?
I mean, yeah, you gotta like, it's just like any convention where you gotta like
the big piece of orange tape on it or something.
Get the orange thing, yeah.
It's safe. It's not real, everybody. It's okay.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm like, so they do have like little like trading posts, and it's just like everything there is straight up in character. You are there. You are in the apocalypse, the wasteland. So everything, there's no, they call it old world money. There's none of that. Everything is straight barter and trade. So like, because there's question sites like, hey, how much money should I bring? And everybody was like, you don't have to bring any money. I mean, like some people do it, but nah. This one guy was like, I went there with 5 bottles of whiskey. I was fed the whole time. I got all this stuff.
Nice. It's
and so I've been kind of hoarding my whiskey.
So what I'm gathering, because I've never been to one of the Wasteland ones, it's like a Ren fair, but set in the post-apocalyptic future.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, gotcha.
And
people don't break character and shit.
Yeah, exactly. But like, where a Ren fair is like the workers don't break character, and you're just like walking around in your clothes, like, oh, here's my turkey leg. Look how goofy everybody looks. This one is, if you're not in character, you're gonna have a bad time because everybody will give you shit.
Nice. If that comes up, let me know.
Beat you and hang you from a chain.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because like we could fucking do some cool shit for that. The three of us, like, because V and I look like we're already from the post-apocalyptic future, so you still got a little bit of debonairness to you. We just look like we've been set out in the fucking hot sun for too long.
Yeah, I've got I'm putting together like a kind of like a wasteland aristocrat costume.
Nice. Is it like steampunk or?
They have some steampunk there. Mine, no.
Yeah. Would be considered diesel punk because I don't know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, diesel punk.
That's more diesel punk. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
When that shit comes around, let me know. I'm interested in that one.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's expensive.
Oh yeah.
Because you pay for the spot for the weekend.
It's like camping with steroids.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa! I thought you said they didn't break character, so they do charge you money.
Well, yeah, they charge you money to stay there all weekend because they fucking got to make money somehow. Like, with how elaborate this shit is,
my bottle of whiskey isn't good enough for him? My bottle of whiskey isn't good enough for him?
Your bottle of whiskey is good enough for the participants if you want, like, to add stuff to your costume.
It's not good enough for the people that spent $3.5 million for the acreage to rent out for the weekend that have to pay a real fucking bit. Yeah.
Like, honestly, I think most of it's just kind of putting it together and paying for labor because you're like 10 miles out in the Mojave Desert. I don't know if you're renting any acreage.
Okay, well.
Yeah, they don't pick up the mess, they just bury it.
Pretty much. So, all right. Any other gaming news? I can't think of anything else. We've gotten through gaming. Now we've gone to convention. Maybe, possibly, hopefully making a comeback. Do we want to go into comics? Well, have you guys read any of Future, whatever the hell the DC Future thing is that came out finally?
No.
Neither have I, but I think that's the problem. Nobody's fucking reading it.
People, this is what people tune into this podcast for, the hard hitting reporting that we do on this shit.
Well, so it's DC Future State. We've talked about it before, but it finally started releasing some books.
Is that the one everybody's freaking out because Lucius Fox's son is Batman now?
Well, that's the thing. He is, but it's not. It's like a fucking Elseworlds type, It's just a short, I don't know, a short storyline that's gonna fix itself in the end.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Elseworld title DC books are like, hey, we're gonna try something. If this doesn't work, oh hey, it was in an alternate universe, so it doesn't count.
Yeah, that's basically what they're doing. Like Superman doesn't live on Earth anymore, and Drifter made a comeback, so that's kind of cool. But Batman's Lucius Fox's son. So, and then like Flash is a black female with amputated legs, and
But
there's
what?
yeah. What?
Okay.
Okay.
The legs were the legs are the Flash's thing though.
Well, she's got those like those runner legs that are those metal bands that are in curves.
Yeah, but that basically makes her a cyborg,
Well,
and there's already a cyborg.
not anymore. Not in the Justice League movies. But that's a whole nother story.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I didn't look into it. He's not in those anymore.
They're cutting him out and getting rid of him, which kind of sucks because you could just take the guy that's playing Cyborg in Doom Patrol and just kind of move him over there. But
Did they? What was the story? Did they not like the kid?
I guess he was like, I don't know the whole story. I guess he was complaining about being, don't know if or they've proven it or it not or whatever, but they've just kind of, let him go.
Oh, okay.
And from what I'm hearing too, is in this Justice League Zack Snyder cut, they're gonna get rid of him or something, or I don't know.
It's Zack Snyder cut that's going to be 4 hours long.
Yeah, I guess they're gonna cut Cyborg too somehow. I have no idea how, but
I don't know. I don't see why, because fucking if it's already 4 hours long, leave him in there.
yeah, I mean, there's people that go back and complain about that shit later. So, and if you're gonna have Amber Heard still playing Mara, there's really no fucking reason to fucking complain.
No, that fucking literal garbage person.
If you're chopping off people's fucking limbs and still in a movie, and somebody who complained about being mistreated, maybe a little bit of leeway. I don't know. So, but yeah, so Future State's out. I am going to make it my personal goal to at least read a couple of them so I can report back next week with it. I'll probably pick up the Batman. Yeah, but it's an alternate future. Everything's weird and different, and they've been doing it forever over at DC. They make a ton of money off of Injustice, which is an Elseworlds. They make a ton of money off of the zombie one, Deceased.
That one's good.
Yeah, I mean, they just if it sticks, they keep it going, and they say it's an alternate timeline or whatever. So who knows where this will go? But I will put forth an effort. I don't know if you guys want to, but I'll let you know how it goes. You're like, I don't give a fuck.
No, I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'm reading Old Man Logan right now. I don't really care.
Which one? The original or the older?
Yeah, I love the original one. I didn't know there was like a spin-off series.
Yeah.
So right now I'm reading Volume 0.
Okay. So
Which I kind of.
No, go ahead.
I kind of just like fell out of love with Wolverine because I thought he's kind of just oversaturated with the movies and everything. But like Wolverine just uncut, unhinged is fucking awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. So the thing with Old Man Logan is it's in the post-apocalyptic future. I think this is a fucking theme through this episode. But
oh shit. The post-apocalyptic episode.
Yeah. I love the original Old Man Logan arc with Old Man Hawkeye and, fucking Red Skull wins and all this shit. And then he somehow, when they did the Secret Wars, he got merged into 616 because Logan Wolverine from 616 died, but he didn't die, of
Okay.
course. So he's in the normal MCU and Marvel universe for a while, and he had his own series, and then the regular Wolverine came back from the dead. So they're like, what the fuck do we do with this guy? So they give him a nice like send off, and then that was a good series too.
Mm-hmm.
His whole thing was he fucking killed off all the X-Men because Mysterio. They swapped villains, which was a great fucking idea.
Well, it was all the villains decided finally figure out, hey, there's a lot more of us than there are of them. Let's all team up and just fucking blitzkrieg all of them.
Yeah.
And
So
Mysterio went to Professor X's mansion and was just like, I'm gonna make Wolverine think that everybody's a villain, and he just fucking slaughters everybody.
which is fucking smart, but
Yeah.
it worked for him.
In case anybody's wondering where Big V went, we just got the message that his power went out, so maybe he'll be back.
Okay.
Which sucks because I just stumbled across a picture of spicy pickle flavor whiskey, and I want to get his opinion on that.
All right. Well, I
Wicked
am
Pickle, it's called.
a few blocks away from him. My power's still going, so hopefully it doesn't.
Is it storming and I don't know it?
No, it's not even windy. I don't know. But anyway, sorry about that, everybody.
Anyway, yeah.
So yeah, Old Man Logan.
Old Man Logan's cool.
It's cool because he gets an ending. His character gets an ending. It's not one of those things where they just forget about him. So go through his whole arc. It's worth it. I don't know about his stuff in the MC in the regular 616, but once he gets back out of the 616, it's good.
Yeah, and I'm kind of mad at myself because like that prejudice I had against Wolverine, I'm like realizing I missed out on a bunch of cool Wolverine stuff, so I'm kind of just catching up.
Yeah, it's so funny to see what catches and what gets oversaturated, because like Deadpool was fucking nothing. Nobody knew who the fuck Deadpool was. He had a couple of limited series, and I read those. All of a sudden, everyone's talking about fucking Deadpool. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I mean, fucking Deadpool, really? Oh. And then they all got fucking hard-ons for Deadpool. I mean, before that, it was Wolverine,
I was straight up one of those people who are like, when everybody's like, oh, the Deadpool movie's coming out, and I'm so excited about it. I was one of those guys who was like, oh yeah, name a Deadpool villain.
Yeah.
And I understood the frustration that, like, you remember when the Seattle Seahawks went to the Super Bowl and they're like, everybody was like, oh, you're a fake fan, shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
You'd see people in Seattle Seahawks jerseys and people,
yeah,
they'd be pissed, like unreasonably pissed off about it. That was me with Deadpool.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I finally understand this frustration.
Oh man. Yeah, you get the bandwagoners, they call them bandwagon fans in football, but it's the same thing. Something's going to be big. They announce a movie, something on a level that's bigger than just comic books, and then all of a sudden, yeah, I remember that. And then, like, it was Wolverine when I was in elementary, heavily oversaturated.
Yes.
It was Punisher before that, and I was catching the ass end of Punisher fame. Which I don't even know if Punisher's going to be a thing anymore.
Don't.
Yeah, but they've added two more.
Curse on me.
They've added two more things that are no longer okay. So not only have we lost the Punisher skull, we've lost Pepe the Frog, and we've lost the Mandalorian weird tusk symbol skull looking thing too.
Fuck! Don't tell me that. That's on my car.
Oh, you white supremacist fuck. Okay.
That's on my car, and I got the phone case. I didn't know that.
Oh,
good. I'm racist now.
You son of a bitch. You're going to get your fucking windows broken. You're going to get... No.
Well, it doesn't even, like... watch people, watch their heads explode because I got the Mandalorian symbol, and then right next to that is my Joe Biden for president bumper sticker.
They're going to be confused. Do we burn it or do we wait for it? What do we do? Yeah. So yeah, those two things
I got Black Lives Matter bumper sticker too, so I think I'm good.
Oh, okay. So it maybe offsets it. And they're like, maybe he's just confused, covering all his bases.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm playing both sides. That way, I always come out on top.
That's a fucking Zach Winters quote right there. Shit. Well, all right. Well, without V here, he had movie news, I guess. But
Yeah.
now, until he comes back, we have no movie news.
Hopefully, if he comes back.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's no wind or anything. I'm looking out the window, so.
Maybe it was just like a weird freak accident. Ooh, movie news. This just popped up into my head. And it was a kind of a fun thing in the last Thor movie, but Matt Damon's officially joining the Love and Thunder cast.
Oh yeah, okay. Did they give any inclination as to who he's going to portray, or? No,
not yet. But I'm really hoping it's the same character who's an actor.
It's like fucking using George Clooney as the gay dog, and it's in South Park. It's like you get this guy, and he's just an actor that kind of lives in Asgard.
Matt Damon just does that because he was one of the rednecks in Deadpool 2.
Yeah, it was him and who the fuck was the other guy?
Andy, no. What the fuck is his name? Because he's one of those guys who, like, you don't know his name, but you see a picture of him and you're like, oh, that guy.
Yeah, okay. That guy.
Because
wasn't it the guy from Serenity?
This is the guy from Serenity and Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Yeah.
Alan Tudyk.
Yeah, there you go.
And he played the droid in Rogue One.
Yes, the voice of the droid. I don't think he's actually in there.
No, he motion captured.
Oh, did he? Wow.
Yeah, and he plays the Joker in. He plays the Joker and Clayface in the Harley Quinn show.
Oh, okay. They didn't ask Mark Hamill to come back. He's like, I'm over this shit, guys. Come on, leave me alone.
Dude, I gotta do this shit at all the conventions. I'm fucking done with this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was Steve the Pirate in Dodgeball.
Yep, Steve the Pirate. Arr, yeah. Yeah, his biggest thing for me was Serenity and Firefly and all that stuff. So.
Oh yeah, you fucking dork.
Really? This is what the whole fucking podcast is about. You're gonna call me a dork. I'm not a brown coat or anything. I'm just saying.
Oh man. No, yeah, I like Firefly. Fucking Steve the Pirate is when I really knew who he was.
Oh yeah.
Apparently he was in Deadpool 2.
That's what we were just talking about. Wasn't he one of the fucking rednecks?
Yeah.
Oh my
Look.
God. How many have you been throwing back over there?
I'm stone sober right now.
Oh, that's the problem. All right.
That's probably the problem. When I'm sober, the CTE acts up.
Ah, okay. That would explain.
Oh shit,
so much.
We're recording a podcast.
Oh, is that we're here? What? Mom? It's just like calling out random shit.
What's a microphone doing here?
Oh, God damn it, Bobby!
I had the sudden urge to kill my family.
Uh-oh. That's never a good thing. All right, well.
Anyway.
Well, if we get any more movie news or V comes back with movie news, then we'll let you know. This episode probably just got whittled down to a lot less than what we're used to, but.
Sort of movie news is Tom Cruise is still crazy, and he bought robots who will patrol the Mission Impossible set, and they could administer COVID tests on the spot.
I want to see what these fucking robots look like. Like
I think they look like the Doctor Who. In my head, they look like the Daleks.
Daleks, yeah.
Daleks from Doctor Who.
Yeah. That plunger, you just stick your face into it and breathe. Destroy, annihilate.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're fucked. Imagine if that shit goes sideways. You have fucking COVID-infested robots running around the set wherever the fuck they
That's
are.
how I think it's gonna go.
Yeah, that's his next movie
There's gonna
right
be that
there.
one guy. There's gonna be that one guy who tests positive, and suddenly they don't fucking clean it, and now there's just this COVID robot just infecting everybody.
Into Scientology at Tom Cruise, and I mean he had his blow up and everything that got someone recorded it and put it on the internet. But where I used to live in California, about an hour away, this place called Hemet, and they have like this huge. It's called Gold Base for the Scientologists, and it's the weirdest, creepiest fucking drive. Like you drive through this little. It's almost like a forest, and they own the property on both sides. And there's like fucking pirate ships, and there's fucking armed guards, and there's all this weird, crazy shit. Like,
I believe it. They're fucking. This shit gets fucking weird.
yeah, it's like they got so much weird stuff happening over there on a regular basis.
Yeah, you watch the documentaries of people who like escaped out of there,
Yeah.
and just the shit they had to go through.
Oh, and still they get harassed, like fucking insane harassment from those people. Still,
there's that one lady who straight up like was blackballed for the longest time.
you talking Leanne Remini?
Yes, because she was just ousting Scientology.
Yeah.
Well, first she was blackballed because she left, and now she's blackballed because she's just ousting all the Scientologists.
Yeah, I haven't seen her in anything since what the fuck was it? The one with Kevin James, that TV show that they were in.
King of Queens.
King of Queens, there you go.
I saw her in something. I just can't fucking remember what now.
I remember her from Who's the Boss. That's how fucking old I am.
We've established how old you are.
And the fact is, V's still older than me. So
Yeah. One foot in the grave.
Let's see. You know what? If Tex is still wrestling, then I know I still have time.
Is that what you call what he does?
If Tex is still involved with wrestling, then I know I still have time. No, it's fucking crazy.
Did you ever watch Tiger King?
Yes, I did.
This just in, breaking news. Well, it won't be breaking news when this airs. But Joe Exotic has a limousine on standby near the prison in case of a last-minute presidential pardon.
How awesome would that be if on his way out, Trump's just like, Joe Exotic, you're hired. He just reverses it and everything else on his way out.
It's gonna be sad because he has nothing to come back to, and
somebody else.
Carol Baskins won.
Yeah, but she didn't win Dancing with the Stars though. For God's sake, thank God.
God, fuck no, she didn't.
Yeah, but squeeze her into a fucking sausage casing covered in sequins and sent her out on that fucking dance floor. What the fuck?
Oh, it was awful.
Yeah.
It was like, I know nothing about like that level of dancing. Like I was like, I'm a white male and I can't dance anyway. But like what that woman did on a national TV show was fucking appalling.
Yeah. But Jericho was on there. He lasted a while. I was surprised. So, I mean,
I was
not all.
Because I'm betting like with wrestling choreography, and then like he has a music background himself. He could fucking do it.
Yeah. I mean, there's been a couple people in there that you're just like, wow, really? And they didn't do too bad. So
they're scraping the bottom, and then they end up winning.
Oh yeah, that's Tonya Harding's been on there. I think, I don't know, some weird other shit like that. But I found out a Portland area native. I guess she lives out here.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I didn't either. I went to one of the malls that's still got an ice skating rink in it. It's like, what?
Fucking Lloyd Center?
Yeah, she used to practice there.
I think I heard that.
Yeah. Like she was practicing, like you look at the old footage and stuff when it pops up in the news, like, oh, the anniversary of the clubbing of the knee. it shows her
That
practicing. I'm like, oh shit, it's a fucking Lloyd Center. Now it all makes
yeah,
sense.
and now you see like a bunch of people over there practicing, hoping to get caught or something.
Yeah.
I went like I was kind of shocked that like even now in a COVID riddled world that people are still there looking way too serious for a mall skating rink.
Yeah. We in California where I live, we had one too, and my sister like that was her fucking thing. Like my parents tried to get me to do anything. I didn't do shit. They tried karate, they tried guitar lessons, they tried I'm just like, just leave me alone. I want to fucking do
I
nothing. But my
totally
sister,
don't believe that you didn't do karate.
I did. That's what I'm saying. That was they
Oh,
got
okay.
me to do it for a while. I got to I think yellow. It's like that was about the end of it. And then guitar was the fucking guy booked two women on either side of me. So one went long and then my fucking lesson and then the other one came in and my lesson ended abruptly. So I got like no fucking guitar lesson in there and I'm just like, you know what, fuck this. I was in high school, so
No,
but my
no
sister, man,
slaves no more.
she did gymnastics and she's stuck with fucking ice skating. She could do flips and shit. And I was just wow. But it's one of those things. It's almost like Dance Moms. Like you see that show where they're all fucking like super fucking overbearing and serious about this
That's
shit.
that show is fucking horrifying.
That's how it is with ice
Like
skating and kids, man. They are super fucking serious about that shit.
that that show I watch serial killer documentaries and I'm less horrified at the psychopaths on fucking Dance Moms.
That's what we should do. We should play a clip of a serial killer or a parent of a serial killer or a parent of a fucking dance teen or something. Which one? You have to pick. You're like, I don't know. I think it's
Play
a serial
ooh,
killer mom.
yeah. Add yeah, serial Dance Mom quote or serial killer mom quote.
Yeah, we could put a game
Cuz
together on that one.
spoiler alert, you're not going to guess.
I guess most of them last time, so Duke Nukem and Trump. Yeah. So, well, yeah, this is the day before the inauguration, so not to get too
Yeah.
political, but this who knows if you're ever going to hear this one. I don't know what the world's going to be after tomorrow, so hopefully everything just fucking
It's going to
goes
be
right,
interesting.
There's-
It will. I think a lot of people are just it's plus most of the people who who are talking shit are in jail now.
yeah. Our Twitter
And
account
once
got fucking deleted because
ours did?
yeah, we were insensitive towards the mentally handicapped. So it's gone.
Oh.
Sorry, guys. Dark Asylum, I guess. We talk bad about asylums, and I don't know. It's gone.
Huh. Well,
I'm kidding, but
oh. I thought you were serious. That totally sounds like something that could happen the way they're cracking down on shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Darkness? That's a white guy. Delete. It's like no. Yeah. So, but it is what it is. We will be here to supply you all with the funnies in this time of
What the fuck is-
uncertainty.
Yes. Exactly.
So
We'll try.
we'll try. We'll make Tonya Harding jokes and dick and fart jokes and all that good shit.
Tonya Harding with a dick and farting.
Oh, I'd pay money to see it.
Jesus.
Did you ever see the movie with I, Tonya?
I
Margot
wanted
Robbie?
to because I had a huge boner crush for Margot Robbie, but I just never got around to it.
It was free on something and I watched it. It was weird. It was like you could tell it was like Oscar bait. Like it was
Yes.
kind of those certain movies that are like, meant for the Oscars. They're kind of okay, but they're really boring. So
I was gonna say maybe like not do an Oscar bait movie on somebody who's a complete piece of shit, but then like Charlize Theron knocked out of the park with Monster.
yeah. Yeah, what other ones have they done? People were pieces of shit and they were fucking Oscar worthy.
Leonardo DiCaprio as Jordan Belfort.
Yeah, I like that movie though. That was actually
That's a really
entertaining.
fucking good movie.
Yeah. Let's see who.
God, I wish I was a stockbroker in the 80s. Everyone
Selling
was
penny
rich,
shares and shit.
did cocaine.
Wall Street fucking win an Oscar. That was about scumbags on Wall Street. So.
Oh no, that didn't win an Oscar because he didn't get an Oscar. Everybody was pissed because he didn't get an Oscar for that one.
Oh, okay. Okay. The biggest Oscar fucking travesty of all time is Shawshank Redemption.
Yes.
So, and Pulp Fiction if you want to throw that in there, but you know.
Oh, you fucking hipster.
No, because Pulp Fiction was entertaining, but they gave it to him for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Because if you sniff your own farts, then they'll let you win, I guess.
Did he?
Yeah, didn't it win? I thought he won for that one.
I don't know.
Now we have to look. Holy shit. Okay.
Now we actually have to do research. Fuck.
We can't just be shooting from the hip here, damn it.
I always thought that like Quentin Tarantino was like the George Lucas of weird movies where he just doesn't win any awards.
As long as there's feet involved, he doesn't get it. So.
Oh, and he is just jerking off.
Him and Uma Thurman, man, he had a thing for her feet.
I am tired of pretending that Uma Thurman is hot.
You know what? I have a thing for certain women that people like to call exotic, which is, I think, an underhanded way of saying ugly. So they say she's exotic, and I'm like, okay, I guess. I think she's pretty good looking. Fucking Poison Ivy, that was the best thing of that movie. Jesus, my young teen years, you know. Yeah, I had a poster of Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy on my wall, but
even then, I don't know.
and another one I get, they're like, really? You think she's cute? Was Shirley Manson from the band Garbage.
Okay.
People give me shit about that. She's exotic, but she's not really.
Do you think if Poison Ivy was made today, she'd have like a crew cut and armpit hair?
Oh, I don't know, man. Yeah. I mean, they would full on play the lesbian angle.
Yes.
You know, they would do that.
Do.
No, that's what I'm saying. They would play that up even more so now.
But she'd be more butch.
Yeah. I mean, from what they're saying with the next Harley Quinn movie, Poison Ivy's probably going to be in it. So we'll see what they do with it. But
well, I'm happy about that because like Harley Quinn, those movies were kind of like the testing ground for the weird characters.
Yeah.
Same, kind of same with Suicide Squad, but it was more prevalent in the Harley Quinn movies.
So I got back to Once Upon a Time. It didn't win. I'm sorry, everybody. Best actor or best supporting actor, Brad Pitt. That's who won.
What the fuck? He's holding an Oscar in this picture I'm looking at, but I can't figure out what movie it's for.
Tarantino?
Probably Hateful Eight.
Like the most obscure one that he's done, Jackie Brown. It's just like best director. He's nominee. Hold on. Best original screenplay, Django.
It's for From Dusk Till Dawn.
Really? What did he win for that?
No,
it wasn't his movie.
Kidding.
Okay.
What a fucking terrible movie.
What? Get the fuck.
Yes.
From Dusk Till Dawn.
I hated that movie.
Oh my god. You're insane. Okay. That's like probably one of the top 10 vampire movies of all time.
Well, yeah, you think that because you're the fucking middle-aged housewife with your vampire movies.
Okay, then I would say Twilight, but oh. Now, the number one is The Lost Boys. Number two, you're just like, ugh. Now, other than that, it kind of depends on how I feel. You know, Interview the Vampire, Near Dark, Dusk Till Dawn, you know, shit like that.
Can we like
do a whole vampire episode?
No,
yes,
no.
Totally. What? You're like, no, fucker.
Let's stop recording for like 1 second because I really gotta pee, and you and Big Z aren't here to vamp.
No. All right, hold on 1 second. I'll pause it. I think. Hold on. Yeah, go for it.
All right, or just edit it out, whichever one's easier.
Okay. All right, we're going again. So it's good. I found a pause button. I can mute people and pause the show. I didn't know.
Going insane with power.
um, yeah. Do we want to talk about Herogasm?
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that.
Yeah. So, for those of you that haven't read The Boys, um, a big part of one of their little side miniseries is called Herogasm, and basically it's whenever in their world heroes go off planet to fight some evil villain, it's actually all the heroes getting together at some fucking resort somewhere and banging hookers and doing cocaine and just murdering and being psychopaths.
Yeah, which is an
And
awesome concept.
yeah, like all the heroes disappear for a little bit to basically go on a fucking retreat, and they just say, "Oh yeah, they saved the universe on some other planet." But if you haven't read the miniseries in the comic book form, they are talking about bringing it to the show for Amazon.
Which was fucking shocking to me.
Yeah, and we had talked
'Cause-
about it from the beginning, how they were probably going to omit that whole section of the story, but
as interesting as the concept is of like, oh yeah, the heroes are off world right now saving the universe, and then like, yeah, they're just banging hookers and doing drugs.
yeah. Somehow they're going to work it into the show.
I mean, they could easily work it in the show because the show is still pretty raunchy, even though Love Sausage didn't really get his big
his due.
his due. He didn't get his due.
We want more Love Sausage. We'll start a petition.
Yeah, I want the Love Sausage that we get in the comics.
Yeah. He was basically Red Guardian, but with a giant cock.
And that's not even a superpower. He just has that.
Pretty much. But, yeah, so that would be interesting to see how they adapt that and what they change around. Yeah.
I'm super excited. I'm super excited to see how they're fitting in Soldier Boy.
Yep, because we know who's
And
already been cast as Soldier Boy, so we know it's a go.
We don't say his name because even though my wife's like 2 rooms away, her pussy will just like automatically get wet.
There's always like a weird moaning noise. It's like Young Frankenstein. Whenever you say his name, yeah. So, we not speak his name, but
He's the Voldemort of my household.
What's that noise? Oh, my wife's panties just fell through the floor. Oh, you said her name.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
And she's like fucking The Office and Supernatural, like on a constant loop here.
Oh wow, I couldn't get through. So now that it's over, I'm just like, do I really want to try and pick it up and finish it off? But
So like they're like the first season is hard to get through because it's Monster of the Week and it's kind of lame.
yeah,
Like some of the lore that they get into is interesting, but you have to wade through like a mountain of shit. There is one legitimately good episode where like I don't understand the lore behind it, but there's a TV demon who sucks the boys into the TV, and they have to do, they go through like sitcoms and shit like that.
yeah. It's funny how many decent shows start off with a weird season with the premise of a Monster of the Week. I love Buffy when it was originally on because my sister turned me on to it. I tried to get my wife to watch it, and she couldn't get through the first season because it was just too formulaic,
Like, holy shit! Like I love It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, but anybody I recommend this show, I always say just skip the first season.
Really. I wish somebody would go around to shows and how they used to have that website. I don't know if it's even still up. Is Jump the Shark, and they would just tell you like when a show just fucking died and stop watching it, and But I wish somebody would go through and just give you a condensed episode guide. Like you don't have to watch this one. Nothing fucking happens that's predominant to the story. Just go ahead and watch all these.
Like Dexter after the Trinity Killer dies.
Yeah, it's pretty much over after that.
You don't have to watch that show after that.
Yeah, but it's coming
That is,
back. I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's
I
coming back.
am not excited about it.
Yeah, he's murdering people in the Pacific Northwest now. So I don't know.
Ooh, did you ever hear about the serial killer who tried to be Dexter?
No, no, I didn't. You got a name? You got?
Yeah, hold on. I think
I
it's
was I was really into serial killers when I was in high school, and it really upset my parents at times. But I haven't been keeping up with the more recent. So
Mark Twitchell.
he tried to kill bad people, or what?
No.
Oh, he just wrapped them
Uh,
in plastic and kept
yeah,
slides, or
he
what?
did that shit. He was a fucking dork. Um, so like he did serial killer is kind of, I think, well, maybe he killed two people, maybe I don't remember now, but he would, because he was obsessed with Dexter, and he would pose as on like dating sites, and
Yeah,
oh yeah,
shit.
come out here to my place that's 5 miles out of town and go into the garage.
Jesus.
Yeah, and then he'd sit there and he'd have his little Dexter outfit on where he was wrapped in plastic and shit. He did murder one person. He tried to go for two, but he got away
See, I
because
don't know if we've talked about this on here, but you can't have serial killers anymore. You know what I mean? Like it's too hard to get away with shit like that with the internet, cell phones, and all that. You're not
yeah,
gonna get a serial kill. That's why we started getting spree killers, I think, or active shooters or whatever.
active shooters.
It's too hard to be a serial killer in with the technology and everything that we have now. There's no fucking way you could get away with it.
I don't know. I think we don't really know about it until after they're caught, because like the big blunder that was Richard Ramirez, and how every little detail got leaked out to the press, and then you know he watches the news.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
And
and like Mark Twitchell he was convicted in 2011.
yeah, but how many kills did he get? It was just one, right?
One, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's not really a serial killer, but I don't think we're gonna have a Bundy or a Dahmer or anything like that anymore because
Oh no, no,
that's
no,
what I'm
no.
saying. I mean, you can have someone that kills maybe a couple people, but I don't think we're gonna have the type that we've had in the past, just because based on technology and criminology advances and all that good stuff. But it was funny because I hadn't heard of him. I was like, oh, one fucking kill? Come on, end of the line, bitch. But but
So
someone can grab
I'm
a gun and go to the mall and just rack up the count that way. Unfortunately,
I'm trying to, because like I'm trying to remember how he got caught, because it was fucking stupid. Because like I said, the guy was Mark Twitch was a fucking dork. Like I just want to bully him.
it's I'm sure he's getting his in prison right now. I
Oh
don't think
yeah, oh yeah.
whatever the
His
fuck
little
you say
short,
about him.
like he was a quote unquote filmmaker who made fucking terrible movies, and he was a cosplayer, but he only cosplayed as Wolverine.
Hmm.
But he'd do the Hugh Jackman Wolverine, which is a fucking wife beater and jeans.
Wow. That's all that. Fuck yeah. We can't even put in a decent effort to make a Wolverine costume. Then
Hmm.
fucking dork. You know it's bad if we call him dork because we're fucking dorks. But anyway,
Yeah, like no, I just want to give him wedgies and like noogies and shit.
yeah. And looking at him, it's probably what made him the way he is. It was you, asshole. But
Well, because I remember he actually like wrote. He was writing like he was wanting to be the big criminal mastermind, and he was writing a book where he detailed the murders.
yeah,
And of course, the police got a hold of that laptop and was like, "Well,
yeah. It's fucking stupid. Yeah. Well, I don't think that we're gonna hear from Big V for the rest of the
I don't
show.
think so.
So maybe we should just press on. And did you want to get into comic book club, or you want to save it for when he's on again?
Um,
Because if you legit read it, we can talk about it. But you know.
yeah, let's wait for him. I did read it, but I do want to
Oh,
hear
okay.
his.
Okay.
Plus,
So we,
I had a cool one on deck, and I want him to read it too. So
but we can text it to him. He'll know.
yeah.
All right, we'll
I do want
postpone
to
it
talk
for
about
next week.
WandaVision though.
Yeah, we will do that because more people have watched it than just me and V. So,
Yeah.
what did you think
Well,
of WandaVision?
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I love the little Easter eggs, and I really love the because nobody really knew what the show was going to be going into it,
Yeah,
and I really love the cheesy kind of late 50s, early 60s sitcom, and then mixed in with some weird surreal thing.
yeah, yeah. I sat down and watched it with my wife. My wife,
My wife.
and she is one of those people that I don't know if it's ADD. I don't know what the story. She can't actually watch a show. She's got to have her phone. She's got to have something. And I'm watching it and I'm looking at it. And she's like, "This is weird." I'm like, "Well, you kind of got to watch it because there's shit that you're missing because
Yeah.
they're throwing stuff in there." So it's interesting because the first episode seemed like the 50s, like I Love Lucy. The
Yeah.
second episode seemed like the 60s, where
With, Bewitched.
yeah, it was like a Bewitched take. So I'm thinking maybe it advances 10 years. So the 70s maybe like the one where we see them in their costumes on Halloween that we've seen in the previews and stuff.
I think so. Like you said, and then the end of episode 2, we started everything's in black and white, and then the end of episode 2, we start getting color.
Yeah, and if you guys haven't seen it, spoilers. So turn it off now, or forever hold your peace. She's pregnant. So,
yes.
comic book fan. Oh, go ahead.
I thought that was kind of weird that they just allude to having sex.
Yeah,
Because
I mean,
Vision's a robot, man. Isn't he basically a vibrator at that point?
pretty much. But if they're following the storyline that I think they are,
yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, comic book fans, we're already in the spoiler territory, so fuck it. Comic fans,
it's the first 2 episodes. There's not heavy, huge spoilers. It's not
yeah, we're just kind of.
It's not like The Mandalorian where we're screaming about how Luke Skywalker made his appearance.
So in the comic books, there's a storyline that involves Scarlet Witch, where she basically remakes the universe into her own best version. And since she never had kids with Vision, she created her own. So upon Doctor Strange getting in there and letting her know that this is all fake, you're having a psychotic episode, she loses the kid, but she doesn't really because the kids come back. And then it causes her to fucking break and basically destroy everything. So what I'm wondering is if they're using this show as a lead into the Doctor Strange movie, where
they are.
Okay, so
no, that's been confirmed. They're leading into Doctor Strange.
Okay, so basically what I'm thinking is going to happen is she's going to lose the kid, or think she lost the kid, or she's going to have that psychotic break and destroy the Marvel Universe, or fracture it into a million different pieces.
Well, because from that storyline, doesn't it go to basically just go into House of M?
It goes, yeah, she creates House of M under the influence of her father, which
and I think with Marvel finally, or Disney getting the rights to Fox properties, and we'll finally get a Marvel X-Men. I think it's totally possible that between now and next year, whenever we do get a Scarlet Witch thing, there could totally be a House of M event happening.
Yeah, there's been so many talks about so many possibilities. Like supposedly Chris Evans is in talks to come back. So I mean, this one, give it time, people, because I know it seems a little bit weird, but it may be like considered essential viewing to understand what the fuck's going on in
It's
the future.
yeah, it's a little bit weird and has like there's like deep dives of like if you didn't read the comics, you don't know what the fuck. Like they have Sword coming back
Yeah,
or not coming back. They have Sword there.
it's getting established. It was on the helicopter that was in Tony Stark's colors or Iron Man's
Um,
colors, and yeah, there's
I did enjoy the commercials too.
the Hydra
The
watch and
Hydra
everything,
watch,
the
the
iron or
Hydra
the
watch, and the Stark toaster.
our toaster that had the red light that you could see. And I was like, "What?" I was like, "You need to watch this." Like, what happened? Hey, never mind, forget it. But I'm enjoying it.
Uh, there was one thing that kind of alluded to House of M, because they zoomed like I was watching like Easter egg videos out of boredom today,
Mm.
and the I don't know the French words for it, but on the wine bottle where she was pouring it for the at the dinner party,
Hmm.
the French translation literally translates into House of M.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay. See, that's the thing. It's like people are just taking this on the surface level. They're not looking for this shit. Like this is a fucking mystery, you know. Don't they're
yes,
just being some weird throwback sitcom shit. Okay, well, that's what the complaints I've seen. But it's a slow
no, there's
burn
a
and it's
reason.
a deep fucking dive and it like I say, it's gonna be some essential reading. And if you go back and rewatch the episodes, a lot more shit's gonna make sense as the episodes drop. So
Trust us, there's a fucking reason for this happening.
yeah, and I'm enjoying it. I know most people are just
I
kind of like, it's weird, but it's nice to have kind of weird sometimes with this stuff, you
Yeah,
know? They
exactly.
all can't be huge fucking action settings, and, you know, I'm sure we'll get stuff like that, but like when you hear, you know, Wanda, who's doing this to you? I'm like, who the fuck's voice is that? What's going on? Like, I'm still
It
getting
sounds like
excited, you know?
legitimately sounds like Captain America.
That's what I had thought too, but I'm like, when does this take place? When is it? You know, there's so many questions, and it's good because it keeps you
Well,
thinking about it. And they did it right because you can't just burn through it in a sitting. You know, you have to wait till next week.
yeah.
So I'm looking forward to the next one, and
Well,
I'm
yeah.
enjoying it.
I love how Disney does their shows because I don't want to burn through it in a single sitting like how Netflix is just like here's an entire season of something.
Yeah, and they did. HBO did it right with Game of Thrones. So I
Exactly.
mean, and they consistently stayed on top of pop culture while they were
Yeah.
airing that show. You know,
Because
instead
it's
of it dropping, I watched it. Let's move on to the next thing.
yeah, exactly. Because now we have like a water cooler moments where we go to our friends and we're just like, "Hey, did you see what happened on Game of Thrones this week?" Or like it was Game of Thrones, then it was Mandalorian, now it's WandaVision.
Yeah, yeah, and whatever they're coming up with next, I'm sure it'll be a few weeks in between WandaVision and whatever the next thing is.
Yeah, I'm
But
hoping Loki's soon.
it seems like they have that one ready to go, and it would almost play right into if what we think is going to happen with the House of M shit, him being in the
Yes,
future and then fucking with time and space and everything. So it would almost work. But it'd be interesting to see. So I'm sticking with it. I'm enjoying it, and
I love how weird the Marvel universe is getting.
yeah, yeah, because there's some weird shit through the years that you know, if you're not a fan of it and you're just there for a big dumb action movie, then it's
Yeah.
nice to see it's not going that route. But interesting. So yeah, well, next week we'll be talking about episode 3.
Hopefully, V will be able to stay for the full show.
Yeah, but what else you got? Anything?
I think that's about it.
All right. Well, we'll get a comic book club going next week if we can get feedback on. But other than that,
Yeah. If something happens, he can't come back on. We'll just talk about Wanted.
yeah, yeah. So it
Spoiler
gives
alert!
you.
I really liked it.
Oh my God, this is a moment we need to write this down. Zach liked one that I suggested. So, But it gives you an extra week if you haven't read it yet. Go out and read Wanted, Mark Millar. It's about 6 issues. And other than that, I think that we're done for the day.
I think we are covered. Clocking out.
Yeah. So for wonderful Zach Winners,
Yep.
for Big Vicious, fucking waiting for it. I am Darkness, and the Asylum is closed.